Hey guys, welcome back to another beautiful review, and today we are going to be reviewing the movie Piece of Me. Piece of Me is a movie that is showing on Box Lady Flex. It was directed by Onyeka Ezejofo and produced by Onyi C. Onyi. Piece of Me stars the likes of Fredrick Leonard, Rosemary Afuwape, Nwani, and so much more. This movie is quite an interesting one. It has a lot to teach you about love, about family, about commitment, about forgiveness. And bet me you're going to enjoy seeing this movie. And guys, if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the amazing community, love, comment, and share this video. So this movie is about a lady, a blind lady and her daughter who have nothing, no one to depend on. So they're living from hand to mouth. They're so poor that they ended up begging on the streets. At some point, the girl had to stop school because she didn't really have much or enough money to for her tuition fees and everything. So one day, whilst they were begging on the streets, they came across a man. The daughter of the lady ran to the man for assistance to help them so they can be able to feed and do other things. But the man reacted so hatefully towards her, and she had no option but to leave with her mother. On the way going, the man was able to sight the mother and found out that the mom happened to be his long lost lover. So he happened to throw them to the house unknowing to them, then was keeping an eye on them, and later found out that they were being harassed where they were living because they haven't paid their landlord, they haven't paid their rent. So he was able to clear the rent and even pay upfront. And when the landlord came to give them the receipt, they thought the landlord came to harass them. The man told them no, that a good Samaritan has paid the fee, and this is the receipt, that he just came to give them the receipt. They were so eager to know who this good Samaritan was, but the landlord said he didn't tell him anything. He just paid and left and said he should give them the receipt. So they kept wondering who this good Samaritan was, who he is. Not until one day, where she was washing in the compound, she had somebody walk straight into her compound, was standing beside her. She could feel the presence but didn't know who it was because she was blind. So she beckoned on the person to tell her who she was, who he or she was, until the man said something. She was able to recollect the voice, that it was her lover's voice who abandoned her when she was 2 months pregnant. So the guy left her and traveled out. She was able to recollect the voice and immediately became aggressive, shouting on top of her voice, asking and beckoning on the guy to leave her house. So that left both of them in a devastated mood. She went inside and was moody. The guy went home and was a shadow of himself. And he has a wife, he has a family, and they have been looking for a way to conceive all the while. So he was just a shadow of himself, was being agitating the wife. The woman would say one thing, he wouldn't listen, he wasn't paying attention, all because he was feeling sober and not happy with himself. One day, the lady's daughter went out to hawk. On her way, somebody came to meet her that the mom has collapsed. So she ran out immediately to the house. On getting to the house, saw the mom on the floor. Then ran out to the chemist to see if she can see someone that will help her. As always, this man has been trailing them, was always there. So he beckoned on her to come, asked her what the matter was. She was saying that her mom has collapsed. If nothing is done, that she was going to die. So the man took her and her mother to the hospital and they commenced treatment. The man even had to ask her why she wasn't in school. She says it's because of her fees. So the man paid the fee. When the mom got discharged and was asking who paid the bills, she told the mom that it was a good Samaritan. So they all believe that a good Samaritan is helping us. God has sent someone. One day, the man had to come back again, begging this lady to please forgive him and he wants to give them a better life. So she followed the man, and the man took them to his house. On getting to the house, he didn't tell his wife that he was bringing some people over. So the woman was furious when he told her that these people will be staying with them and they'll be living with them until they can find their feet. She got so annoyed. You didn't tell me before all this. And since they have not been in good terms ever since this man got to see this lady and the daughter, the wife, it has gotten to the wife, so she wasn't taking it. She was raising her voice, asking the man to send them out, insulting the lady and the daughter. The man got angry and hit her, which was bad anyways. Later he apologized and insisted that the people were going to stay in his house. That besides, he was the one that built the house. But the life made those two persons' life a living hell. She tormented them to the extent of asking them to leave her house when the man was not around. She threw their things out, and in turn, she had this little bird that sings to her, her friend that encourages her and gives her bad advice, which she follows. It got to a point that she threw them out, and the husband got to find out that she was the one that sent them away, brought them back, and asked her to leave the house. She now went back to this her good friend that sings and tells her what to do in her home. The friend threw her out. Now she it dawned on her that the friend was now jealous of her, was angry that she was married and she wasn't, and that she was flaunting her husband all over and everywhere. After a while, the husband had to bring her back home and begged her to forgive him, that he's not blaming her for her actions or inactions, and beckoned on her to forgive him, and he compensated her with a sum of 50 million naira and asked for a divorce. The lady obliged the divorce and left with the money that was given to her. So the man was able to make one or two inquiries to see if this lady would be able to see again. Finally, they said she was able to see if they conducted some surgeries on her, which they did. She regained her sight. So he ended up marrying this lady and living with his daughter as one family. The movie is interesting. Oni did a nice one with this piece, and bet me you guys you're going to love this movie. Piece of Me is the title of this movie, and is going to be interesting to you. And please, before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to this amazing community. Like, comment, and share this video. Till we meet again in our next review. Bye bye.